computer. So there's some things I want to talk about for rank advancing your people. I want to give a shout out to Nicole. She hit consultant last week and made $410. And the awesome part is the residual income, guys. She just started last week and she already cycled this week and didn't even realize. So that's where the residual part comes in, where we all kind of help each other and we all benefit from one another. And Kathleen, she's not on the call, but she just hit consultant today, which is awesome. So one thing I want to mention, Crystal Director, for the double bonus. For those of you who have just enrolled or are new, you guys might have a later bonus, later time to hit this. But this Crystal Director is for everybody, and you get the double bonus. So even if you have a longer time to hit it, I try and hit it this week because, again, double bonus. So you have until April 29th. So Crystal Director is 6 consultants. So the bonus for that is $1,500. So normally you have a couple months to hit that, but I think you should all really run for it. Use the tips I'm about to give you and push for it because it's a $1,500 bonus instead of $750. And you also get $660 because you get $110 for each consultant. So that means if you guys got and you guys look at your enrollments, people you've enrolled, and every single person you enroll this week, you say, we're getting you to consultant, then you guys can do this. I know you can with the free shipping promo. That would be $2,160 this week, not including cycles, not including PIVs, not including any of that. So gun for Crystal Director, okay? I can't stress it enough. Go through your enrolls, reach out to people, say, if they're inactive, say, listen, we didn't talk as much about getting your products paid for, but there's this awesome double consultant bonus that I really wanted to reach out and let you know about. Do you have a few minutes to chat? And get them on the phone and walk them through the welcome, the new member checklist, and because all those questions about what you would do with all that extra income, because this is a great way to open the door. This extra consultant bonus, right? It's 110 instead of 55. That's huge. Plus your PIVs and everything. So we can use that to our advantage and the free shipping. So there really should be no reason for you guys to not create consultants. I mean, normally you have a couple months to hit director, so it's going to be tough, but I know you guys can do it. So yeah, it's $2,160. Gun for it, guys. As we all know, once you enroll someone, make sure to send them a welcome email with all of their information in it, because it has information on the auto ship. It should have their login information, all that good stuff, websites. So you should send that to everyone you enroll. We also want to make sure you do a welcome call with them once they get their box. So go over all the products with them and do the new member checklist. If you haven't done it before, then reach out to your sponsor or reach out to me or somebody and practice with them, because otherwise it can sound like you're just kind of going through a questionnaire, and you really want to make sure it flows like a conversation. So even when we were at our event, our last event for our training with Kathy Coover, we actually, in Vancouver, we practiced together. We went with all these random people and did the new member checklist and all the questions together. So yeah, so Nicole, we'll schedule a time and we'll practice. So we want to make sure you're doing that with everybody. And obviously you want to coach them, right? So those are things that you should be doing no matter what. Asking people to download the Ice of Life, you downloading and keeping an eye on how they're doing, making sure you're cleanse coaching them, following up with them, all that good stuff. New member checklist, you should get an idea on if they want to share the products and all that good stuff. But I usually like to plant the seed right away. So this is something I suggest all of you guys do, especially for people that you're enrolling this week, even people you enrolled last week, Nicole, because then they have the idea right there. And if they want to, you can start gunning for it right away, right? So I just keep it simple, guys. It's really, hey, I just wanted to let you know, I'm obligated to tell you that Isagenix has an amazing referral program. If you want to get your products paid for, that's something that we can definitely do. Let me know if you want to chat more about that. Usually they either say, no, I'm not interested. Okay, that's fine. And then you keep coaching them, because eventually once they're loving the products, people are just going to naturally be drawn to that and they're going to want it. Or they're going to say, you know what, just wait. I'm going to see how I like them. I'm going to get my box first. Like, we'll chat another time. Okay, that's fine. You don't want to push anybody, right? And then just keep following up with people. Make sure you keep a note of people who might be interested, because then when you're following up with them and they say, oh my gosh, I lost 5 pounds, whatever, you can say, that's amazing. Do you know how many people could really use that 5 pounds loss and then even more? Like, are you sure you don't want to take advantage of this amazing referral program? The consultant bonus is doubled right now. Just something like that where it kind of gets the conversation flowing. Or they say, yeah, actually, that's something I'm interested in. Like, can you help me out? So this is where you really want to handhold people, okay? I was really hesitant to asking people, do you know 5 to 10 people in your hot market who might benefit from this? I was always hesitant because when I grew my business, I didn't like to reach out to people first. But I've come to realize, and this is what Kayla Kraft did, and this is what her whole team did, and she's a multimillionaire, so I mean, they're obviously doing something right. She says 3 to 5 or 5 to 10. The list, the new member checklist has 10 names has 10 spots for names. And you want to get a conversation flowing, right? So I was always nervous to do this, but even today with Kathleen, I said, listen, she didn't really know what to do. She was just you just kind of wait for people to come to you, right? Which you want to connect with people. And if you talk to people in your hot market, so when I say hot market, by that, I mean people in your family, people who you talk to every day, people who you're on that basis with, where you have conversations flowing all the time, where it's not you randomly messaging someone out of the blue saying, use my products. That's your hot market. So it's not weird for you to reach out to your hot market and just let them know that you're loving the product. So for instance, a good message to start would be, oh my, hey, I'll use my friend Carrie. Hey, Carrie, like, just kind of start a conversation. Oh my gosh, like I started this new superfood program. I'm loving it. I know that you've been going to the gym a lot lately, or I know you've had a lot of fitness goals, or I think this is something that you might be interested in. Do you want to chat more about it? Because I really would love an accountability partner. Kind of make it seem like they're helping you out. I would love to have someone to help me during this process. We can do it together. We can have fun with it, right? So that's kind of how you want to reach out to your hot market. And you want to get them in 3-way conversations with your sponsor. So you can either do a 3-way call. You can say, hey, listen, do you mind like hearing me out? And then you and your sponsor do a 3-way call with somebody. That way they can have someone who is knowledgeable, because you might be new and you obviously don't know everything right away. And I'm sure no one knows everything, but it's good to have someone who knows the basis. So do 3-way calls, 3-way chats with these people. Kathleen did it today, and she already enrolled 2 people in her hot market that she wouldn't have ever even reached out to if I didn't tell her to reach out to those people, right? So these are something that you want to do right away. Say, write down a list of 5 to 10 people who are in your hot market. This is what I mean by that. Explain yourself. And then send me that name of list. Send me the list tonight. Send me a picture. Okay, that's awesome. Now you found those people. Let's chat with them. Let's reach out to them and explain to them the process of what I just said, how it's not weird. And so that's one thing you want to do. That's something that Kayla Kraft says is a non-negotiable. She says if you want to do the business with her, that's something you have to do. The next thing is launch parties. So we want to plan everyone's launch parties. So Nicole, Chantel, Emily, Serena, Jenna, Alicia, every one of you guys should be planning launch parties constantly, whether it's an online one. If it's your first one, it's a launch party. And then you want to start planning some sip and samples. You want to, you can even plan some online ones, but this is a really great way to plant the seed with some people, get them to come. They're really beneficial, and your sponsor should be going to them. So if any of you guys want to do one, I'll travel and come to it. But yeah, that's something that's a non-negotiable. There's a lot of files on launch parties and how to properly do them. So you can look into those, and then you can do a call with me or Smear or anyone, and we can go over some things you should be including and how it kind of would run through. You definitely want to do your first one with someone who has done it before. So like, for instance, I'll do Nicole, I'll do your first one with you, and the people who you enroll and they want to start sharing the products, plan their launch party, and then we'll do it with them. It kind of trickles down, right? It's you share, they share. Everything that your sponsor is doing with you, you should be doing with the people who you're enrolling. Then you want to make sure you help them with their posts. So if it's someone who's already using the products, ask them a simple question. How did you feel before Isagenix, and how are you feeling now? And then they'll tell you and say, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Write up a post for them. this would make a really great post, and it would definitely attract people's attention. You should post it and let me know when you do so that we can go love on it, right? Something simple as that. You want to handhold them. You don't want to say make a post unless they're already kind of in the groove and they're posting constantly, which is great, like Nicole's doing. But some people, you need to kind of handhold them more. You need to say, write this post. So don't be afraid to do that. And then say, when someone messages you, reach out to me. So this is something that's going to be really interesting. We want to make sure people are baking cakes, right? We want to make sure they have the proper training on how to talk to people. So this is what I've been starting to do a lot more of, three-way chats. Say, ask your prospects if they're open to having a three-way chat with me. And then you can do that with their first couple people who are messaging them so they can kind of get the groove of it. Send the voice clips, talk to them, go through the 7 steps. Guys, I'm not even joking. I still, every time I talk to somebody new, I'm going into the files in Team Freedom. I'm going to the 7 steps, and I'm making sure I'm not missing any questions. Because when I first started doing it, I was missing some key questions. Like, why are those your target areas? Just things that really dig deep into people. And I'm still doing that. I'm going through and making sure I'm not missing anything. So you want to make sure you're doing that with your three-way chats with your prospects and your girls' prospects, because they're going to do what you do. So if you're skipping questions and you're not doing the steps, they're going to skip questions and they're not going to do the steps. So make sure you're doing that in three-way chats. Make sure you get them to watch the video that Jackson Parr did on baking cakes. Make sure they really understand the process, and make sure they do know the part about Eden Slobin's, how she talks about breaking it down the cost as well. We want to do the baking cakes part, obviously, because you're going to trigger an emotional response, and that's going to make people want to buy the products a lot more than you just saying, you spend this, why don't you spend this? But if you combine them together, that's what I've been kind of doing at the end. If they're not ready to buy right away, then I talk to them about what they're currently spending, and then just do a quick thing about, okay, you're already spending this on breakfast and lunch. Well, if you're already spending $14 a day on breakfast and supper, why don't you do the 2 options are, or the 3, the 30-day premium value, and I break it down, right? The 30-day system, $10 a day, you get your 2 meals for $10, which is already saving you money. Plus you get all these other products. I explain the products. Then you can say also the premium pack, $14 a day. It's what you're spending now. You still get your 2 meals, plus you get snacks, and you get your blender and all that stuff. So really kind of breaking it down. Again, you always want to start with baking the cake. You always want to start with the 7 steps, find out what their goals are, get really deep into their whys, because their whys make them buy. So don't forget that. Make sure you always do the baking cakes first, because it's been working tremendously for our team since that event. And yeah, so do the 3-way chats with your girls. No matter what, you want to do this right away. I've even enrolled someone on Sunday, and I'm already talking to her about getting her products paid for. You want to do this right away, because if you wait until a month, maybe they don't want to reorder because maybe they didn't feel you were there for them as much, or maybe they wish you would have mentioned it to them earlier. And you just want to get it going right away while the momentum's building, right? They're enrolled, they're excited to get their box, or they're just starting the products, they're excited to get started, they're loving how they're feeling. You want to ride on that momentum, so don't let it fall. Make sure that you're helping them with these things, handhold them, and make sure that once they do that, it's you share, they share. Make sure it continues, right? Because it's really important. Like, what is your ultimate goal here? So, like, for instance, I'm just going to use Kathleen as an example because she's not on this call right now, but Kathleen just hit consultant. Okay, great. Today you made $230. That's awesome. But now what? Is that all you want to do? Do you want to continue making this income? Do you want to get next month's box paid for? Do you want to get your car payment paid for? Do you want to get your bills paid for? What's next? Because if you just stop there, then you're not going to really make any more money unless those 2 people blow up and you start making residual income. But you want to create a team. You want to keep enrolling. Not only that, you want to rank advance your people. And you want to make sure that the people you enroll reorder, because that's where the residual part comes in. I remember when I first started, I sat down and I watched compensation plan, and I'm like, hey, this is awesome. And when you do sales jobs, right, you make bonuses on signing people up. You make bonuses on the initial sale. That's great. That's our PIBs. That's our double PIBs. Those things are great. You're going to make it for Crystal, manager. But guess what? If none of those people enroll again, then you're not making residual, or order again, then you're not making residual income, because the orders are continuously going through. You're just getting your initial bonus. So are you a salesperson or are you a network marketer? Because you want to get these people to continue ordering. You want to get them to help their friends and then get their friends to continue ordering. So if you're just enrolling people and you're not helping them, you're not coaching them, you're not paying attention to them, you're not showing them that they can get their products paid for, then you're doing a disservice to them and you're doing a disservice to yourself. So make sure you're aware of that and you want to just continue. You share, they share, repeat. You share, they share, repeat, and it keeps going down. And then that's when you're going to see your business just flowing and flowing, and you're going to wake up. And I remember when I first started getting the residual part, it took me like a month or two because you want to get people to reorder, right? And I would literally wake up in the middle of the night and I would check my isopols and be like, did I cycle? Did I cycle? I was so excited, and it was driven in my brain. I had a goal, and I was like, it's all I was. Even like my boyfriend hated me for months. He still does, because I'm in bed messaging people. I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm checking my isopols. And that's what you guys need to do if you guys really want this, is to just have the drive, have the why, figure out why you want this. Why is this extra income so important for you? I know Nicole today, she was so excited because she's like, I worked my ass off with a different company for months and I made more than that in like 4 days. And it's really, if you have the vision and you work for it and you do these simple steps, guys, this isn't hard. To just start three-way conversations and help people with their posts and who are 5 people you know, that's not something that's hard, right? So these are all things that we should be doing. And get out there and meet new people, right? Like do belly to belly, start talking to people, have Isogenics flow in conversation. Oh, I'm doing this superfood program. It's really just as easy as connecting with people, making new friends, making sure you're staying consistent, because consistency is honestly huge. I can even tell you a story about myself when there was a time where I hit Crystal Director, Crystal Executive, 1-star, 2-star. And then once I was Crystal Executive, 2-star Crystal Executive, I was like, oh, I'm good. Like, I'm just flowing. I'm cool. And I wasn't helping my team as much. I wasn't doing any team calls. Team calls weren't even a thing with my team then. And I just didn't really pay as much attention to my people. I was more focused on my goals and not your team's goals. You really want to focus on your team, right? You want to make sure, okay, Chantal, you want to get to manager. Let's get you to manager. You want to get Crystal Director this week. How are we going to do that? Instead of just saying, okay, this is what you do and like, good luck, right? You want to make sure that you're there and helping them. So I ended up going down to like 1, 2, 3 cycles a week, which was not a lot for me. I was doing 20 cycles a week, right? And then I had to, my team was falling off and it was just a mess. And I had to completely build it back up. So it's not impossible, but I just think to myself, if I would have stayed consistent and I would have stayed driven, and I think, where could I be now? So I just want that to be one thing in your head. Stay consistent, have your goals, push for them. I'm pretty sure everyone or almost everyone on this call is an ISO rally. Keep going for it. Get those enrollments. Help them rank advance. All of that helps your volume. All of that helps your team and your business. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. You want to take control of your business. But I'm happy that everyone on this call, that means that you're taking control and you care. So yeah, those are just simple things, right? Who are 5 to 10 people you know? Let's talk to them. Let's reach out to them. Let's plan your launch party. Let's get you active on social media. And it doesn't mean you need to make these extravagant posts, just little ones. Okay, message me when someone reaches out to you. We'll start a 3-way chat so I can make sure that you're properly doing the verbiage. I used to get people to screenshot it and send it to me and write something back. But I've learned that if you do a 3-way conversation and they hear and you're doing a voice clip with everyone, your person learns a lot more, your enroll, and then their prospect gets to kind of have that comfort of knowing that that person cared enough to get you in touch with someone else, right? And then they're thinking, oh, well, this person must know their stuff because they've been doing it for this long. Yeah, and bake cakes, guys. This has been huge. This is life-changing. Like Jackson Parr, he's like the youngest guy to ever max out his business center. He's a multi-millionaire. He's a top income earner. He's the shit. And this is literally just his simple steps of getting people, of really making that connection. Whys make you buy. Yeah, 3-way chats have been amazing. You've taught me a lot with the few we've done. Yeah, just kind of, and then Nicole will hear in my voice what I'm saying, what I'm talking to people. And then now, right now we're still doing some 3-way chats, but eventually, and I'm sure she still is doing now, she'll feel comfortable not including me in those, which is fine. So those are kind of just the things that I wanted to mention. There's only a couple of us on here, so I do want to open up the floor first for any questions before I get Chantal to jump in. If you guys have any questions or anything that's maybe worked for you, or just anything that you might need help with right now while I'm on the call, I'd really love to help you guys. And I'm sure if you have the question, it's likely someone else does too. You're going to have to unmute yourself if you guys have a question, or put it in the chat. No? Okay. Well, if you guys do, don't hesitate to ever message me. I'm always open to all of you guys, and reach out to your sponsor. You should be doing game plans right now for your week. Okay, you want to enroll 3 people. You should always, at the beginning of the week, have your personal goals. Okay, I want to enroll 3 people. I want to double my PIBs with 3 packs or 4 packs or 5 packs, whatever you want to do. You want to connect and share your story with at least 3 more people this week, or 1 a day. Okay, great. Those are all for you. Now you need to figure out how you're going to help your team. You should always have goals as well with how many people you're going to help rank advance. I want to help 2 of my team rank advance this week. I want to help 3 of my team, whatever. I want to help Chantal get to manager. I want to help Nicole get to Crystal manager. I want to help them both get to Crystal director, whatever. Just have it. And like today I was thinking to myself, okay, you know what? This is my goal this week. I want to do this, but I don't have anything planned out for it. I need to write down all of my people who want to do this business. I need to actually reach out to them. I need to do all these things. I've been reaching out to old people left, right, and center, trying to get them back on the train, right? So that's just another last thing I want to say to you guys. Let me know if you guys need any help. And yeah.
How would you reach out to someone that that doesn't reach out to you? Like everyone that I've enrolled so far has reached out to me. So like, how would you reach out to someone that doesn't reach out to you?
Yeah. So the reason that I kind of had a hard time with reaching out to people at first was because I had a really good transformation. I didn't do the business for the first month because I was like, oh, I don't want to do the business. I was one of those people. And then I had an incredible transformation, and Jessica was like, why don't you just post it, whatever. So I posted it, and then a lot of people reached out to me, and I didn't want to be one of those weird people who reach out to other people, which I still don't want to be that person. But when it's people in your hot market, like when it's your best friend, I reached out to my friend Carrie, I reached out to my friend Tara, because I talk to them every day. So when you share your experience and just say, hey, Tara, like, how's it going? You have a conversation, and they ask you how you're doing, obviously, because it's someone you talk to all the time. Oh my God, I lost 5 pounds. I lost whatever. I have crazy energy. I'm feeling so good. Like this superfood system is friggin' amazing. Wait for the response. Maybe they'll ask you more about it. Or maybe you can even just, if they say, oh my God, that's amazing. That's great. Congratulations. Say, yeah, actually, when I was doing it, I was thinking about you. Like I thought that you would really, really love this. And I thought that you would be a really great accountability partner for me. Have you ever thought about using isogenics? Have you ever thought about using the superfoods? Because I'm sure that they could benefit you, because they benefit every single health goal, not just weight loss, right? Because you don't want to be like, oh, I see you need to lose 20 pounds, right? Because maybe that's not their goal. But just simple like that. Every single person is going to be a little bit different. Just kind of making it a conversation. You never want to just reach out to someone and just word vomit, do isogenic, do the business. None of that. You want to just start a good conversation. And your goal as a network marketer is to get everyone into that hot market. Your cold market, then you turn to warm. So cold market, for those of you who don't know, those are people who you basically don't even know. You have them on Facebook, you never talk to them. Maybe you like each other's pictures, whatever. Your warm market is people you talk to now and again. They're your acquaintances. Maybe you see them in high school and your old friends. And then your hot market is people you talk to every day, people you're constantly having the conversations with, people who are your friends, that kind of thing. And your goal is you always want to move people hot, warm, cold. You want to get them into that situation where they feel really comfortable reaching out to you, and where they are ready to enroll, right? So yeah, that's just one more thing I wanted to say. Does that make sense? Does that help you? Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so Chantal's going to jump in here. We've been really wanting to do a lot more things as a team, but where we're kind of all over the place, Fredericton, St. John, Sussex, Moncton, and even some in Ontario. It's been a little bit hard. But Chantal has a really great idea, so I'm going to let her kind of take the floor.
Hey guys. So me and my son Bentley signed up for the Mud Run for Heart at Poli this year. It's June 26th, I think. It's for the Heart and Stroke Foundation. Like, we're raising, our goal is $300. I obviously want to do a little bit more than that. But where Isagenix is such, like, they really push to be healthy and have a healthier lifestyle, and they have the heart booster and everything, I thought it would be really good to get a team together. We can get our kids to go because we're just doing the 2K family run because I'm going to be huge. But it would be nice if we could get like an Isagenix family together, like bring our kids, all of us get together. It'd be a good way to promote it, just to show everybody. Sorry. Just to show everybody, you know, it's not all about shakes. It's not all about weight loss. We're a family. We're here to do this together. We're here to support each other, and we're here to support other. It's not a program. The Heart and Stroke. Other things.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of the word. But I thought the Heart and Stroke, like, Bentley wanted to do the Mud Run because he did the kids marathon last year for the Crosstown for Crosswinds, but he wanted to do something. I YouTubed it. It actually looks really, really fun. Like, there's a bunch of obstacles. There's a huge, like, bubble slip and slide down the Poli Hill. It actually looks really, really fun. So yeah. I think it would be fun if everybody got together. It would be good. Like, some people haven't met.
Yeah. It'd be good, like, just to kind of get together as a community. I mean, I had the dinner, the Team Freedom dinner before in Moncton, but this is something that we can all do together. And then on top of that, I think that's going to be so fun. We can even start doing things like that even more. Like, we can do the 5K foam run together. Obviously, like, that would be not kids because kids can't do 5K. But, well, I don't know. My kid definitely can. But, yeah, just things like we want to create more of a community. We want to be together. We're all one team. We all want to benefit from we all benefit from each other. So we all want to help each other. And we just want to kind of get to know each other more, right? Like, love on each other, do all these fun things, go on hikes together. This summer, maybe go to Fundy a couple times. But yeah, like Chantal said, I'm going to do a poll here soon and figure out who wants to do it, and we can all get registered on Chantal's team or whatever. And yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is Bentley already picked the team name, so everyone will have to live with the team name.
Yeah, that's okay. What is it again?
The Mud Sharks.
Yeah, the Mud Sharks. That's all right.
Yeah. But no, I thought it would be fun. And, like, if people see us doing stuff together as a team, they're going to be like, oh, my gosh, they're having so much fun. Like,
FOMO.
Do, right?
Yeah, exactly. People get FOMO. I even had people message me when they see me in Vancouver because when Samir and I went to Whistler and did all those fun things, people are like, oh, my God, I want to do this too, like, whatever. So, yeah, I think that's a really great idea, Chantal, and I'm excited. I'm definitely doing it. So we'll see how many people we can get going.
How much is it to register?
Well, I think that you can, now that we have a team, I think you guys can just go on and, like, raise money together. I have to double check though. But if not, I think it's $60.
Is it just you and Bentley on your team right now?
Just me and Bentley on our team right now. But I think, like, the cutoff age limit, like, the youngest you can be is 5, because there is obstacles. Like, I don't know if he's going to be able to do, like, there's like a thing or whatever. But if anybody here on the team or anybody you know, like, has kids around that age,
my kid would just cry through the whole thing, so that's okay.
Yeah, because he can get mud on me, so.
Yeah. Nash won't be coming, but that's all right. I can race Bentley.
Yeah, he'll race you. He's really competitive. He might push you.
Yeah, so that's going to be really fun. And yeah, it's a really great idea, Chantal. I'm glad you brought that up. So I think that concludes the call. Just a quick call for the night. Just some tips. If you guys are wondering, there's actually other team calls in there, and they're marked if they're talking about how to properly coach someone and all of those things. But make sure that you're reaching out to your team and you're using the resources. Isagenix has so many trainings on everything that there's no reason for us to not properly do all these steps. So yeah, I'm excited. And I hope that all of you guys can get to either consultant, crystal manager, or crystal director this week. I think that you guys can shoot for 6 consultants with the double bonus. Don't forget to mention the double. Don't tell them that you have a month. Just say, listen, there's a double bonus, consultant bonus, and it's running out soon. I really, really would love for you to get this bonus. And then mention also double PIBs and free shipping, right? So free shipping is something that would be really intriguing to prospects. So yeah, thank you guys for jumping on. And if you guys have any questions you guys want to take offline, just send me a message in my DMs. You guys.